Traditional songs and drums rang out in downtown Vancouver as chiefs from various First Nations and environmental groups gathered outside of the federal courthouse. Despite the recent federal government's approval for a massive multi-billion-dollar LNG facility to be built here on Lelu Island, many here say it won't happen.
The line in the sand has been drawn, and by whatever means is necessary, we will fight this project. We will fight it in the courts, we will fight it on Parliament Hill, and if push comes to shove, we will fight it on the water and on the land. It is not going to happen.
And this is what's at stake. Lelu Island. It's within the traditional territory of the Lelu First Nation. It's known as a sacred place with a precious ecosystem that wild salmon depend on. It's the beginning of the Skeena River, which is the second largest salmon run in the world, and if it's built, these proponents say it will decimate the valuable resources of salmon. Hereditary Chief Don Wesley makes his living as a fisherman, and when he first heard about the government's plan for Lelu Island, he knew he had to get involved.
It's a very daunting task, and you have the government right beside you, and telling you to get off the island and threatening you, and RCMP at your door constantly, and you have undercover police at your door, and all agencies of the federal government, I've been trailed since going on to Lelu. Now I've been tested by the Department of Fisheries when I'm on the water.
2 years ago, the community of Lelu First Nation was offered $1 billion if they approved the project. They turned it down. Now this fight to protect Lelu Island is going to federal court. The lawsuit alleges that the Crown failed to consult with them about the project and are moving ahead without their consent.
It's the rights of my tribe that has been infringed. Secondly, it's been the ecosystem of the Skeena River we're trying to protect. A lot of lives are at stake here. The blood of my ancestors are on that ground, and we're trouncing on them.
They are now waiting for a formal reply from the federal court to see if the judicial review will be granted. Tina House, APTN National News, Vancouver.